Alright, we're here in the early AMs, 12:27 AM, and the problem is I've just awoken to find things missing in my home. Now this has been a common occurrence for, let's say, the past 5 years or so, and only in the last excuse me, in the last year I've only been able to establish what's actually been taking place. While these large networks of occultists sit back and laugh. Anyway, without further ado, I'll begin explaining something that majority of the world has no knowledge about. I mean, it's that easy, it's that simple. And once you know about it, it's like getting that grappling hook that you've been trying to throw up on top of the roof and pull yourself up and stay over the fence. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, got these people in life, like me, old peoples before Adam, people before Eve. A lot of mysticism has been applied to people like myself. We're just people like Benny Adam and Hawa. We're not that different. We're just older peoples. We still exist and can do things a lot different, like, astral plane and be multidimensional beings, and also astral project your consciousness from one body into another. Anyway, this is what these people have been doing to me. I've been buying my things, food, possessions, tobacco, herb, mana, a sacrament, my religious right. As an Essene, Nazarite is my religious right, mana, herb, okay? Now I wake up to this stuff missing, food missing, money from my wallet missing. There's an ongoing thing. These people are transgressing the laws of mixing this side of life with the basic common man. Because, to be quite honest with you, I'm paying for these things in a regular monopoly sheeple system, which this side of things shouldn't be intervening with at all. Okay, so you see there's this book being written by this guy called R.C. Clarke, and he said that closer towards the breakdown of society, you'll start seeing that magic and technology will be indistinguishable from one another. So with me saying that, this also falls down in the categorization of MK Ultra children, sex trafficking victims, people who have been groomed since childhood and been brainwashed through traumatic brainwashing experiences to be handled. Not only can you not tell the difference between multiple personality disorders and body snatching, which makes it a lot harder to determine what's actually taking place, because it's a collaboration of both, which makes it possible, which is what the anointing process is, becoming anointed avatar. So in other words, becoming a Brahman. Okay? A Brahman and channeling another being through your consciousness. Now a lot of people would think that you're like a bottle or a cup, and the gas spirit is body snatching you, is going inside of you, filling your vessel up, kind of giving you, movements, animating you. That's not the case. In fact, it's like a mobile phone or a computer, that receives Wi-Fi. It comes in waves. You get what I'm saying? So when you say rock star, you say it internally, don't say it out loud. You can hear your voice. Where's that coming from? It's not coming from here. It's not coming from your vocalization. So where's it coming from? As KRS-One shows you. That's your higher self. That's your frequency. That's your consciousness, your higher self. What they're doing is they're disturbing and hijacking the frequency to your automated vehicle to get around in this sort of plane. This is your corporeal being. This is not who you are. This is your corporeal being. What they're doing is they're selling you on the stock exchange as real estate. Old people that have already lived their life. Alright? People that have taken drugs, made dirty, bad choices in life. They've destroyed their own life. They've ruined their own life. They've already had their shot. What they're doing is they're stealing little children's bodies who haven't even had a chance at life. So they're transgressing the laws, not me. These people are from Freemasonry backgrounds. These people are from Eastern Star backgrounds. These people are from Shriner backgrounds. These people are from Rose Crocs background. These people are from Teutonic Knight background. Any occultist secret society order that you could possibly say does this. They're all infiltrated by this Saturnianism. Okay? When essentially these organizations were made to build your temple up so you can seek sovereignty over your CET Que Ki Vue trust account, which is to seek sovereignty over your body, where they like to look at you and think you're just a simulation. You're an avatar. You don't have your own sentience. You don't have your own consciousness. You don't have your own wants, needs, likes or dislikes. You're just an empty avatar that's chopped up and sold like porterhouse steak at the butcher. This flesh suit is nothing more than a porterhouse steak for those with big spenders, big dollars. Okay, and our government and our entire system is designed around this. This is why your identification card, you've been registered as a debt slave, yeah, under a CET Que Ki Vue trust account. It's called Capitis Maxima Denemusha. So this CET Que Ki Vue trust account was to protect you, but then it's grotesquely morphed into this Capitis Maxima Denemusha, where you're a debt slave and your name is registered in all capital letters. So really you're just a registered corpse, a corporation. Corporations don't have living status. Corporations don't have living status rights. So in other words, there's no Bill of Rights Act in Australia to protect you. You ever notice why we have different steering side of the car compared to America? Because they had their liberty, their war, their civil war, and that's what they fought for. And that's when the French came and liberated them, brought them the CET Que Ki Vue trust account. This is why they have the right to bear arms. They have the right to stay silent. We don't have that shit in Australia. None of that. We don't have any of that shit in Australia. We don't have any rights whatsoever. Why? Because right, using the right hand, means that you're sovereign. You're not channeling with the left hand. In other words, you're sovereign over your avatar and your temple. You see? This is why corporations are ruling the world and stepping all over governments. Because governments were never initially there to control the people or oppress the people. Governance was there to protect the people from these corporations and these giant, bloodthirsty and money-hungry oppressors. They come in many shapes and faces. But in today's modern day and age, they've taken the white-collar corporate face. Clean-shaven, well-spoken, political. Go under your radar. Well, that person's a clean person. Short back and sides haircut, well clean-shaven, well-spoken, polite. This is them. The Dajjal, the great deceiver, the anti-Christ. Because being in the order of Christ, with a K-A-R-Y-S-T, you're raising your kundalini, your charism, all the way up to your crown. And then you'll be a king, but not of this world, like Yeshua, HaMashiach. So you see, this is why the teachings of Yeshua are so important. Because you're elevating your charism, and filling up your avatar, a corporeal being, so nothing else occupies it. Anyway, what they've done to me is they've prepared me. When I was younger, they've cracked my skull open on my frontal lobe here, on the left frontal lobe, on my left side of my frontal lobe, also on my occipital bone. So they've opened up channels in my cranium, physical holes, gaps where ether, gas, spirit can seep into when my consciousness is absent. So in other words, this is what's been happening to me when I fall asleep. You ever seen the movie The Mummy? Yeah? You see with that guy Imhotep, the high priest, he's come back. He's been resurrected. And now he's looking for an avatar for his missus, for his wife, his loved one to occupy. And his people are going around looking for a viable avatar so that spirit can occupy it. What did they end up finding? A living ancestor of this woman called Anaxunamun. She wasn't genetically like her, but she just looked like her because she's a modern day ancestor. But she didn't share anything mentally with her. She was just a deadbeat, an empty vessel. And she was occupied by the initial spirit of her ancestor. And this is what takes place. We've got 30 ancestors which are agreeable and 30 ancestors which are disagreeable. And they take turns in taking your body for a spin. People with ancestry. And those that are shifting, it's either you stand upright or you stay on all fours like a dog. Don't say that the serpent is going to be on the dirt, on their belly. It's you dogs that are, not the serpent. See, I'm born in September. Scepter, serpent. Okay? Enoch, Tahut, Quatsu. Okay? Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus. He's a flaming seraphim serpent. You got a problem with Nagash? You furry, four-legged, fucking disgusting creatures? Because I've been plagued by these people like me who not only can astral project but can shapeshift. Okay? But these ones are stuck at shapeshifting at a dog. Okay? Not even a wolf, a dog. A Canaanite. A Nephite. Not a Nephilim. A Nephilim is a demigod. This is what I am. These motherfuckers, they're Nephites. They're descendants of Nephilim, but they're not Nephilim carriers. You understand? Their right hand, it doesn't shake when they get angry, bro. Do you understand? They don't rip down walls and pillars. Alright? Bring Samson so he may entertain us.